Notre Dame recruiting fans, thank you for joining me for yet another video here on the channel. My name is Brad Hughesby, and today I will be going over which visitors will be on campus this weekend. I'm filming this Thursday, June 24th. These guys will start to arrive as late as tonight, or as early as tonight. Most of them tomorrow, though, during the morning and afternoon. And then most of them will be here until Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, get home Sunday night-ish. I'll start with the 2023s. There are a few, four in fact. I'll start with Harris Sewell, kid from Odessa, Texas, offensive guard, offensive tackle. Texas, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, TCU are a few others to know here. I believe he's a TCU legacy. Really early in his process, have nothing really on him. Luke Montgomery is the guy who I expect to end up at Ohio State, but Notre Dame is a big player here. Loves Mike Ellison, has been to campus before. I believe he came earlier this month for an unofficial. He might be coming back. Whether he is there, if he's not, he's a big-time visitor, 5-star on at least one of the sites. And this is a very talented kid. And now the two big 2023 visitors, probably two of the top three names to know on the board. I think the top three names right now in the class of 2023, Sonny Styles from Pickerton High School, Brennan Vernon, and Carnell Tate. AJ Harris might be on there as well. Justice Haynes, Mac Markway. You can go down the line on these kids. But when you think of three guys, you think of Sonny Styles, Brennan Vernon, and Carnell Tate, especially Tate and Vernon at this current moment. Tate, wow. Been to campus twice so far this month. Wanted to come back for a third time. He's bringing along his mom and his grandma. This is going to be a big visit for him and his family. I'm not ruling out a commitment. I doubt it happens, but I do think he wants to commit before the end of this year, calendar year, that is. So we'll see. Brennan Vernon, big-time player. I think Notre Dame leads here, and I do think he ends up at Notre Dame. This is a 5-star kid. This dude is number 9 ranked player in the country, according to Rivals. Composite 5-star on 247. If Joey and Nick Bosa had a third brother, this is Brennan Vernon. This is him. This is Brennan Vernon. This kid, everyone thought would go to Ohio State. But I don't know. I guess the in-state appeal isn't like that. Sometimes you lose the kids everyone thinks you're going to land. Joe Strickland, a kid in this class who I don't even know where he's going to end up. Penn State, maybe. Crystal balls were going in for him really early in the process before he even had a Notre Dame offer. Never got that offer. And now he's going to end up at Penn State, maybe Indiana. Harvard was in his top schools, Michigan as well. It's crazy. Everyone just assumed he'd go to Ohio State. It's the in-state school. They offered him early. They were on him early, but I don't think so. I think he's going to end up at Notre Dame. And this is colossal. This is landing a true 5-star defensive end. This is an absolutely massive pickup that is going very under the radar. I shouldn't say pickup. They have not landed a commitment yet. But if I had to pick, boy, I would have that pick in. Vernon, I think, could be on the verge of a commitment. I could see him committing before the season. I don't want to get super hyped up in this, though. Ohio State is still a big player, and they want him very bad. I do think even if he commits to the Irish, I would not pin it down. Ohio State will continue to recruit him as long as he allows them to. But Brennan Vernon, wow, things have picked up quick for the Irish, and I could see something possibly happening by the end of this month or by the end of the summer. We'll go to 2022. There are 3 guys, difference makers on offense. Sid Irish, thank you for commenting always. And I have 2 guys to know, one especially, and that one guy is CJ Williams. He is from Mater Dei High School down in LA. CJ Williams just came off an official visit to Texas. He took unofficials to Stanford and USC earlier this month as well. I think it's a Texas Notre Dame battle. Ohio State's in there as well. He says he wants to visit Ohio State this fall. We'll see if that happens. I don't think it will. I think he's going to end up going to Notre Dame, loving his time in South Bend, and committing shortly thereafter. I expect him to be in this class, and he is a difference maker in my opinion. 6'2", he's not a big body guy, but he'll get the job done. He'll move the chains. I love where he compares to the NFL. He's a top 30 composite player. I'm a big fan of Mr. CJ Williams. Goes to Mater Dei as well, plays the best competition in the country. His team was just rated number 1 preseason by Max Preps going into this fall high school season. Next, Zach Rice, whose film you are watching now. Zach Rice is another composite 5-star, number 5 ranked composite player in the country. Do I think Notre Dame lands him? Probably not. But with Billy Scrouth happenings, which I don't want to touch on here, I will in another video. Carson Hinsman not really in the picture anymore. Joe Brunner looking like he's going to Wisconsin. Boy, I don't know what's going to happen here. Zach Rice now might be a bigger target than ever. And hey, Blake Fisher has shown him love for over a year now. Jeff Quinn has known him for over a year now. I could see something happening this weekend. Do I think something will happen? Not really. But honestly, I've never really bought in that North Carolina is a lock to land him. A lot of people have said they assume he ends up in North Carolina. I really don't. I don't think there are any picks in for a reason. Everyone's like, oh, he'll end up there anyways. I don't know. I think this recruitment's a lot more open than people think. And I could really see Notre Dame with a strong visit, just coming from behind and landing him. Jeff Quinn really wants him in this class. And I really hope Notre Dame just does everything they can this weekend to land his services. Blake Fisher as well. I know Blake Fisher will do his part. Last guy we'll talk about, Ashton Craig. This is interesting. Went to Irish Invasion Camp on June 6th, got an offer just a few days ago. I'm going to be honest. I want to be 100% real here. I don't think Ashton Craig is a take in this class. I personally don't. If they were to land him, I would be a little upset. I like every single player currently in the class right now. I like Ashton Craig. I think he's a Power 5 offensive lineman. But just right now in the class, when you're still involved with Brunner, you're still involved with Scrouth and all these guys, you only need to take 4. I think he will commit to you later in the cycle if you wait. Even if he commits somewhere else, you can always come back around. I think he really wants Notre Dame. I haven't watched enough film on him and whatnot, but just seeing him for one camp when you haven't seen anyone else, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of taking him right now, and that's no shot to the kid. He would be absolutely phenomenal to a school like Northwestern, Vandy, Michigan, all these schools that have offered, Nebraska, that are high on him. But for Notre Dame, offensive line U, I just don't know if he's a take right now. But nevertheless, he will be visiting this weekend. And I could definitely see things picking up and him choosing the Irish. Let's go to the 2 guys that will be on fall official visits, just because this is the last official visit video. Nolan Ziegler will go to the USC game for his official visit. No surprise there. And then Darren Agnew was supposed to be at Notre Dame this weekend. Something happened. Still completely locked, and I want to get that set in square. He's not talking to any other coaches at the moment. He's completely locked in with the Irish. He's been in England visiting family this summer. I think he's going to end up coming for maybe the UNC or USC game with Ziegler possibly, but he will not be visiting this month as he's still back home in England. There are 5 currently committed Notre Dame recruits that will be on campus as well this weekend. Amorion Walker is probably the most notable, just on the fact LSU offered this week. Got to lock him up. Del Alexander, I think, will do that. I do think he stays with the Irish. Jadarian Price has yet to be on campus. Big visit for him just to make sure he likes everything in South Bend. I think he will. Joey Tenona, dude's locked up. Kind of surprised he decided to visit now instead of the fall. I feel like he's a guy that would go to the USC game or maybe the UNC game, but really doesn't matter. He's locked into this class 100%. Not worried there. Jaden Mickey will be on campus from California. Big visit for him. First time on campus. I like Notre Dame to keep him locked up. And I'm a really, really big fan of him and his skill set. Aiden Gobiara is a kid who I'm very high on as well, top 50 player in my opinion. He will be on campus, hopefully trying to recruit Zach Rice to Notre Dame as well. They are friends. They have trained together, worked out together, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And that is it for me today. Peace.